Hi YouTube and all my boondocking buddies. Welcome back to Kathy's Camper Life. Wow, so good to have you guys back to my channel. So good to do a video. As you see behind me, we are in an infamous place. Wall Drug, the 80-foot Dinosaur in Wall, South Dakota. We are exploring South Dakota this summer and it has just been amazing. My last video, Mount Rushmore. I've been dreaming of Mount Rushmore for a long time. So another bucket list checked off in my life, Kathy's Camper Life. So glad to have you with me and welcome all my new subscribers. This channel is about my life, traveling with my two dogs in my 1964 vintage Yellowstone camper. And I pull it with my camper van, and sometimes we just sat out in the camper van and we leave the trailer behind. But right now we've got everything going and we are work amping in South Dakota. But right now, woohoo, we're at the infamous 80-foot Dinosaur, as featured in the movie Nomadland, where Fern was here taking selfies, working at Wall Drug. That's where I'm standing here today. That's where Kathy's Camper Life is today. So check it out. All right, let's do a 360 of where I'm at in Wall, South Dakota. Let's just do it. Woo! South Dakota, baby. It looks like he's eating me. All right, so got to South Dakota. Well, things didn't go without a little bump in the road, as usual. So got to South Dakota. I was up in by the Keystone area. Drove, already got the job, drove all the way down for the job. Well, I got the site. The site wasn't, it was just like, in the back, just strips of pads close together. Wasn't anything to look forward to. And so I go to start the job and I drive my van to work. It's cold. It's raining. I got to go home, take my dogs out on my break. And so the lady that hired me calls me at 7:30 in the morning and says that I need to bring my van back home, that I'm not allowed to drive my vehicle to work. Wow. Well, that did not sit well with me, because it's not that far, but when I get a break, I've got to go home, take my dogs out, give them a little time and get back up there. And without the car, I wasn't going to be able to do that. I'd spend my whole 30, whatever, little bit of time they were going to give me walking back and forth and no time to feed myself or anything else. So on my first day I went in, and she was right on my butt. Right as I went in, she was right behind me. Excuse me, you're going to have to take your van back. We walk to work here. And I said, okay, so let me get this straight. I want to make sure I'm understanding you. You are forbidding me to drive my vehicle here at all. And she said, yes. And I said, well, I'm having a little anxiety about starting, and that's just not going to work for me. So I did not work one day there. Not one day there. Drove 1,300 miles. Spent just about all the money, almost all the money I had to get to the other job to make more. And so here I sit. She says, okay, you know, lots of places hiring in the area. And, you know, she told me some few and said you can stay, but I think she gave me 2 days, which was nice. So there I sit in South Dakota. No job. I don't know a soul. I'm alone. No way enough money to get anywhere, really. So, it happens. It happens. I could have went in and not said a word and sucked up the job, you know, but it's not only about a great life for me, it's about a great life for my family, my dogs too. They are my family. And they have to have a good life as well. And it's important to me. It's very high on my list, if not the highest. So, went and sat in my trailer. Like, all right, here you are. So what do you do? What do you do when that happens? Well, you can do a couple things. You can shut down and say, oh no, and run back home or wherever you came from. Or you can analyze the situation, sleep on it, wake up, get a plan, get in the job, and keep on trucking. And that's what I did. I sat right there in their RV spot, got on my computer, got another job in South Dakota, and starting on Monday. And it is a great schedule with a great spot, better money, nicer people, and so it just worked out great. But I just want to share this experience with you. You know, I drove a long time for that job, and when it wasn't going to work out, you know, I did have anxiety and what am I going to do? And you know, I just said, I'm here. I'm for hire. I'll put a sign, I'll make a sign and stand out in the middle of tourist South Dakota and say, I am for hire. You do what you got to do to stay a successful nomad. You got to have money. You got to have gas. And so that's what happened here in South Dakota. The job I came down for wasn't good. But I sat there in that spot and never paid. Got another one. The day I had to leave that spot, I pulled into my next one at my job. And that's how we do it. When you're on the road, things happen. Don't break down. I mean, you know, don't shut down. Just keep on trucking. You got that job, you can get another one. So that's what's happened here in South Dakota. All right. Well, I am so glad that you guys tuned in today. I'm going to take you to the Badlands, to the National Grasslands, all over South Dakota. Everything to see. I don't know how long I'm going to be here, but we're going to make enough money to keep on trucking. And that's how you do it. You just keep on trucking. Put gas in the gas tank, food in the belly. Everything else will take care of itself. May the sun light up your days and the stars light up your nights. Until next time, YouTube, take care.